today we have Barkha with us, and we'll be talking about her journey in internet governance and policy. So, Barkha, as I mentioned, works on internet governance and is a technology policy enthusiast. Most recently, she was my classmate in a technology and policy course at the Takshashila Institution. And among her several initiatives in community engagement, she is currently the founder of the India Internet Research Organization, which is a grassroots initiative driven by a diverse group of volunteers passionate about leveraging the internet's potential to foster innovation, progress, and societal transformation. So, Barkha has also been a fellow at the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers, which is also known as ICANN. So yeah, Barkha, excited to hear from you and from your life journey. Glad to have you with us.
Yeah, hi, hello everyone. Thank you, Rajiv, for giving me an opportunity and inviting me at the same time. Though we both are the classmates, I have nothing very special to share. But we were discussing that okay, let's let's give the opportunity to the next generation or to the youth people of India, because when we talk about the youth generation, India is one of the country who has the most or the maximum majority of youth, which the power or the population which actually has the courage and strength to change something, not at the national level but at the global level as well. So if you will talk about starting from where did I get into, like I use there's a thing which is very which has been very constant in my life. That was I have already always been outspoken person. So whenever there's a thought in my mind, or there is something which came as a question in my mind, even in my school days or later higher studies, I never take a step back and just sit. No, I did not. I just always go and ask the question, because that is something which I have seen in myself very constant. So outspoken is something which I am taking as a legacy, and I really want the next generation to give it. And uh,
Definitely, you know,
coming to
through
yeah,
this
so I did just
through this medium, that's what we intend to hope and achieve. You know, for people watching this.
yeah.
Coming back
So
to
I
the
have done
yeah, let me
yeah.
ask you like
Yeah,
in that
yeah.
spirit, of doing what you have wanted to do. So how was it, that you went on to do something in life sciences and currently you are doing so much in internet governance? So would you like to share something about that?
Yeah. I was so I was so energetic and enthusiastic before you asked question. I was ready to just pull it off. So yeah. So I did my higher education schooling in science background. I do have had mathematics and biology both subjects which people are used to operate, because both are the like two different poles apart subjects. Then I did my graduation in life sciences, and I was one of the very funky college or university of the nation, that is University of Delhi, and in that as well, the North Campus, which is quite famous for its cool life scenarios. So I was a nerd at that time, but later on I make friends and then get into it. Then I joined. Uh, some work from home job alongside my studies of for get preparation, which is an MBA exam to top B schools. I get into a few with, but they were not in my mark list of ABC, so I just put it on hold. Then in the year of 2022, two words called internet governance come into my life, and that was the time which changed my whole journey. So from there on, from that time, I got to know, okay, there is something is called as governance, and in the internet which we are using so easily and accessing it and using Google, and suddenly a shutdown happens. Why it is happening? If the government is doing it right, appropriately, or whenever they are saying that okay, it is in the benefit of nation, is it actually or not, or they are just blindfolding us in the name of patriotism. So that is something which actually questions my things and my thought process as well. So yeah.
And would you like to enlighten us, like what is internet governance? Like what is the scope? Is it just limited to the nation, or is it across multiple countries? and why is it even important as a subject, and what is it that got you, attracted to it? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, internet governance, if you will ask me the proper definition or for it, is that the governance of internet which actually empowers people or tell them that the internet should be open, secure, and easily accessible to everyone, because as our fundamental rights, it's also a kind of fundamental right, because when we say digital access to everybody, it should be to everybody, irrespective of whether the individual is living in a tier 1 city of India or in a remote village, right? So that is one of the part, accessibility, inclusivity as well. When you say that okay, this gender is getting it, so it should not be gender biased, it should be accessible to all irrespective of anything, any bar should not be there. Or uh, why it actually concerns me, or why it takes my took my attention in the past, was that that whenever that day I have applicated myself into let's say graduate years, then this job thing, I have seen a lot of shutdowns, especially in the northern part of India. Anything not goes into the cycle of government, they just put it on shutdown. So I do not have any problem in shutdown, or whenever it comes to the national security, I am as patriotic as the other civilian in the country. But the question is the education or the people who get hampered because of that. Because for few people, that is the mode of their education, that is the mode of of their job, that is the mode of, might be I'm living outside my home, and internet is something I used to connect on a daily basis with my parents. Then if there is shutdown, there is no point where I can connect them and I can tell them that okay, I am safe. So
Right.
instead of putting it into a shutdown manner, we can have a multiple firewall, multiple ways to, instead of just shutting it down and every time saying this that is a national interest.
Right.
Though I am into support of government, not saying for left party or right party being things, but it just that I totally support whatever the government does in uh, upliftment of the society of our nation. But internet is not something which belongs to any boundary. It is a global access equipment which should be or remain as a global access only. So that is something which entails my interest into it.
I think there's also a good point, to ask and educate our audience about ICANN. As you mentioned, internet is a global commodity meant for everyone. The objective is for it to be inclusive and accessible to all. ICANN as an organization hold immense power as when it comes to internet governance. So how is it managed, across multiple participants of multiple countries? How does that governance framework work? How are those conversations enabled in your experience as a fellow there? Would you like to enlighten us?
Yeah, like if we will talk about ICANN, then we have to create a new podcast for it, because it is a
we,
small term of acronym as a five alphabet. But if you will dive into it, it's an ocean. But I will keep it crisp and
we can
small
have a
that
we can have a trailer of the entire thing, and maybe the entire thing we can have sometime later. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I will ask people to just search about it. But whenever you are searching anything on Google, any domain name you are putting, there is an IP which is readable for the computer is working behind it. So for that IP and for that domain, there is an organization which is actually working on an international level, and that is ICANN. Your whatever ministry or whatever organization is working like registry and registrar at your national level. So to take care of them, there are regional internet registries, and on the top of that, there is an organization called as ICANN. So that is a brief. So coming to my exposure in ICANN, I will say ICANN, I am very thankful to it, because ICANN is the place which give me the opportunity to explore and the exposure of it at a global level, to meet people and to come out of my comfort zone. Because see, I come from a middle class family, and I we do not get chance to talk to people from other nations so easily and understanding their culture as well, because we are grown up in a different culture and their culture is too different. Even I'm not saying in terms of personal life, I'm saying in terms of work. So
Mhm.
it's a good exposure. Everyone should get an opportunity or should try. Uh, I will not say that go and engage into the community, do the volunteer work because we have a lot of stuff to do, our jobs, our personal life. But for once in a life, delve into it just for getting into fellowship, getting that exposure because you will love it. Every individual in the country will love it. And seeing the perimeter of India's youth, still the contribution is very low, I will say. So I have suggested a lot of colleges and institutions that especially those who are working for the BTech in computer science to introduce the subject. Do not make it too big, but just a 1 month course, a 2 month course, a quite small topic can be a part of it. So yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, and definitely, like if anyone watching this is interested, feel free to reach out to Barkha, and and this is very important. Like, given a huge country that's such a big consumer of the internet and the content over there, there has to be adequate representation, and it would only happen if people themselves, proactively get engaged in internet governance, on their own will. So yeah, that's definitely something that the youth should be looking forward to. And in just on the same line, what have been some of your most enriching experiences in your these opportunities that you had? Like even as you said, meeting new people. Were there some specific places, specific people, specific interactions that you really liked in these opportunities that you pursued?
Yeah. So as I told you that first thing which actually makes me very happy at the same time excited and I will say nervous as well because every time I went to some new event, my position changes because I started as a fellow, then a contributor. Now I went to South Korea as a mentor in August 2025 only. So every time, whenever you are going to different event, you are playing a different role. Okay. So sometimes the people who are with you at the fellowship might be the same again, but they will be, might be they will be fellow and you will be mentor this time. So you have to maintain that decorum and have to not lose your friendship at the same time because eventually they have become my good friends. But just because I contributed more or might be my visibility was more, I got the opportunity to serve as a mentor, but they are fellow this time. So I somewhere between the professional and personal life you have to balance it because you
Right.
cannot make an excuse, okay, these are my friends and this is something like that. No, whenever you are doing a professional task, it's a professional task. So exposure is one thing. You will get a lot of friends, you will get a lot of networkings. People are there. It's not that is the best part of ICANN, that people are there to answer you. There is open assembly, open mic assembly, where you can directly ask the question to the board of directors.
I see.
I have never seen any organization where people, a common employee or a community member is sitting and get the authority to ask question directly to the board.
Right.
Irrespective of their question is going to be respectful or disrespectful to them, but they are there to listen to you and even sometimes answer to you. And they will never disrespect you or say, okay, this is the person who is questioning my ego and clashing it, and I will not answer this
Right.
particular individual's question. That kind of ego clash doesn't happen there. So people are, irrespective of their age, their experience, they are more welcoming to you. They have a quite different warmth for you. So, so okay, the competition, the politics, all they are part of any working culture and all, but
Mhm.
getting that kind of exposure and warmth that okay, people are there to answer you is the biggest opportunity any individual or a newcomer who is getting into it get, according to me.
Right, right. And like based on this experience of yours, and you also talked about what is lacking in internet governance. You talk about some of the extremes, right? Particularly about government shutdowns and all of this, the scenario of an open dialogue that you experience at ICANN. How did it impact you in starting the India Internet Research Organization? What is it? Could you share what is it that led to the foundation of this organization, and what is it that you are hoping to achieve, and trying to emulate, in the Indian context, based on whatever you've learned?
Yeah. I will keep it very open and transparent for everybody, because I still find myself a student, a learner, and that is my motto for like forever in my life, that I will be a student. I can be a mentor, but at the other pedestal, I am a student. So, what motivates me? I started a local Asia Pacific Internet Governance Academy chapter in India. So at that time, I do not have any local host. So it was suggested that it will be better if the local host is your own organization. But at that time, the duration was very small, and making everything possible and the event happening at the same time, it was not feasible for me. But at that time I decided, okay, if I really want to bring more people from India specifically into this world, alongside the youth internet governance forum, I will bring an organization which can actually speak for it. Because when I enter into this, the biggest challenge was for me to get the information, because information is there on the Google, but collectively on a single platform is not there. So you have to find, you have to search. People are lucky now, they have chat GPT. They're getting assignment done by chat GPT. So, so for my main motto of opening this IIRO, or India Internet Research Organization, was that to provide all the information cumulatively at a single place. First motto was that. Second was being the local host for the next year APIGA event. And third motto was to provide a platform to the people who are writing, because writing is one of my passion as well. So I want people who are doing small research, but they're not getting platforms or big platforms where they can publish their paper in small amount. Or sometimes if a student is willing to do, but the financial management is not there, or they are not that financially strong. So I want to provide them opportunity. I'm not doing it for free, for sure. I am going to take money, but at the least I can. Okay,
Mhm.
like 100 rupees, go ahead. I'm and I'm not regulating them, okay, that this is a research paper, we should go to Nature, or this is go to journal somewhere. No, I'm just giving them the platform. Okay, this is a platform, you can just put your research paper and get good, go to it. And it will be better if it is somewhere related to internet, or somewhere related to IoTs, because
Mhm.
basically that platform is for that. And as well, I am reading about cybersecurity. I'm doing a course, so that is one of the topic which I might, after doing my course, I will write a research paper on it. So I will
Mhm.
publish it on my end as well.
Mhm.
So the main three motives were these only to open the IRO.
Got it, got it. So effectively, to have a platform where firstly people can get the information that they require. Secondly, if I understood correctly, to have a representation for the Asia Pacific's. Sorry, what was that again?
Internet Governance Academy. Yeah, it's Asia Pacific Internet Governance Academy. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
APIGA it is
yeah,
called.
got it. I believe you are a fellow over there as well, right? Exactly. Yeah.
No, that is the biggest empowerment I feel in myself,
Yeah.
because I never get the chance to be their fellow. I directly join them as a mentor. So that's a
So,
kind of big achievement for me, that I've never been the fellow, but I become the mentor there.
right, right, right. That's great. And of course, like lastly, for people to have a place to publish their voice, their opinions with regards to internet governance and policy. Yeah. And
Yeah.
so, how far are you think you have been able to achieve the same? Are you seeing the momentum build up with regards to this?
Okay,
For what?
it's
Yeah.
too early to say that, because I just started it in April 2025 only.
Okay.
So, and you also know that juggling up with job, daily chores, and then personal life, and alongside the internet governance, volunteer work,
And
I'm trying to build it up.
of course, assignments with Takshashila. Those words.
Yeah, the Takshila assignment, the 3 months were quite hectic. Like those in those 3 months, I've forgotten that there's something called as weekends. There's no Saturday, Sunday, and like cherry on the top, I celebrated my birthday doing work, and I was like, okay, welcome to adulthood.
Definitely. So, how can people be a part of these engagements at IIRO? Like, do they just reach out to you, or like how?
No, if they will visit the website, there is a form which is there are two forms which says member, to become a member or to become a volunteer.
I
So
see.
both are the forms there, because we are still in the budding stage, I will say. So earning, there is not the chance, but a volunteer work can be started. But once if we will build it up, I will for sure, because my motto from that is not to get any kind of earning. So whatever money will be there, it will be distributed in the people who are contributing in it.
Right.
So yeah, so they can just join it through the Google form, which is available on with the link on the website.
And I want to shift the focus a bit from just discussions on internet policy and governance to how do you think a measurable impact can be created? Let's say through your initiatives at IIRO. When we talk of inclusivity and accessibility in the digital space, not just the internet, but the digital space in general, how do you think these such grassroots initiatives and community engagements will indeed lead to a measurable impact, and how do we measure that it's helping in achieving that?
Yeah, so let's add it like that. On 1st of July 2025 this year, India completed 10 years of their digital India journey, right? But if you will go back and see, not talking about tier one or tier two cities, people are well equipped there. There is the internet, which is five working on 5G and 6G and 7G will be soon there in the platter as well. I'm talking to the people who are not well equipped or not like, let's say, not elite like us in terms of getting the internet bandwidth. So, and coming to like, this is very harsh for me to say that like putting anything in India is quite challenge, because the people do not take it as a responsible responsibility. They take it
Mhm.
as a, okay, I am getting it because this is my right, or let's say this is something I should get it because I am a human, I am a part of Indian citizenship. But what is about the duty,
Right.
right? Government has made the norms, or let's say Facebook, or let's say Instagram, or other social media have made the norms. But how we are using it or how we are regulating ourselves into it is totally up to us,
Mhm.
right? We all use Instagram, we all use LinkedIn. It was way back before when Instagram was used just for fun, or Twitter was used for the punks as well. But now I can see the post on LinkedIn and it makes me furious that it's a it's a professional platform which is supposed to do that, and people are doing that such kind of shitty mental health thing, and this is normal, that is normal kind of stuff there as well. So somewhere I feel that, okay, we can do this thing, but what about the people? So for that, I feel education, especially the digital education, is first parameter where government of India should work, because if they really want their people to use internet in a civic sense manner, otherwise the next 10 years are going to be boomed up, and in the next coming more 10 years we will be somewhere else where I
Right.
don't
I,
know.
thanks for pointing it out, because when we talk of internet governance and policy, it seems like very elite subject where you're talking in terms of ICANN and domains and websites and all those other things. But at the very fundamental level, as consumers, it's also about what kind of content we are putting out there, what kind of content we are consuming, and I think, yeah, as you rightly said, that is also part of the governance mechanisms, improving the governance mechanism, that people and consumers are like good internet users, good quote unquote, like and they're actually participating in towards building a constructive society. Of course, like through freedom of expression, art, culture, there is that avenue for creative expression, but I mean, yeah, there has to be some basic education and training in using the internet as a force for good. Yeah. So what is it next for Barkha? So based on your journey so far, what is it that you are planning to do next?
Yeah. So I will not say that I am very futuristic person. I know what will be the 10 years down the lane and what will be my goal when I will be at the age of 15. No, I am a person who takes little steps at a single time,
So that's
like 1 year,
for the
6 months, that kind of journey I do.
next.
So, like next 3 month plan, I can tell like doing a or completing a course on cyber security risk management, which I am doing right now, and then I will try it. And at the same time, I am trying to make IIRO a platform which I talk about as a repository for research paper. So these are two upmark things. If I will talk about my professional journey alongside the blog posting I try to do on a weekly basis.
Mhm.
So yeah, these are the three things which are in line for the next, let's say, 2, 3 months.
I see. I see. Interesting. And any final thoughts on encouraging the youth or the people watching this to get into internet governance and policy? Of course, IIRO is a great place to start with, but any other things that you want to say for people to be more proactive in these conversations?
Yeah, so I will not say that stick yourself to internet governance only. I will say any topic which makes you curious or makes you, okay, this is something I want to work into. Just try to put your, okay, we understand that your life is busy, your weekdays are quite hectic. So try to put your weekends like half hour or 1 hour. Start building up the process, because if you want to do something or bring the change, you have to make some efforts and sacrifice things. It will not come without that. And second thing, I will say that try to learn. Do not go to the other person with the process of mindset that, okay, I will lead the person. No, go with the mindset that I will learn from that person. Whatever you know, you already know that it is in your brain. But if you have the audacity to, okay, irrespective of the person is younger to me or elder to me, I will learn something out from him or her. So that is the mindset should have, and learn, lead people, help them, understand them. If it's a chain process, if I know something, it should be like I should tell 10 more people about that. And
Yeah.
this thing that, okay, if I know something, it will not be shared with others, that's a very bad thought process, I will say. One should not totally not follow it, because knowledge never get curtailed when you share it, always expand its wings. So learn, lead, collaborate, bring more people into world. So I will say always open for learning and educate others. So that is
Exactly.
one of the motto I will say. And if they have any question, if anybody has any queries, irrespective, not will say only about internet governance, anything which actually have my idea, or if I won't be having an idea, I will connect with the right person. You can message me on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is there, IRO is there, or Rajiv is also there. So whatever suits you.
Definitely, Barkha. Like, and that's very important, like sharing of ideas, conversations, having open dialogue, and mentorship. Like, like, let's say when people reach out to you, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's very important to have an open channel for people to share ideas, and holding ideas is never productive. Sharing them leads to more innovation and naturally better conversations. So thank you so much, Barkha, and it was really nice talking to you. And for anyone watching, do check out the India Internet Research Organization page, the amazing resources they have, and feel free to reach out to Barkha and be a part of the interesting conversations and dialogues on internet governance and policy. Thanks again, Barkha, and we hope to see you again sometime soon later.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.